Signals. Red means stop, yellow means prepare to stop, and green is for go. Now let's get this. Let's do it.
Some of the most important information you see on the road is the flashiest. Traffic signals control the flow of traffic at intersections. Throughout the United States, you may turn right at a red traffic signal after you have come to a complete stop, unless prohibited by a sign. As you turn right on red, watch out for pedestrians and oncoming traffic. They have the right of way. If a traffic signal turns yellow while you're approaching an intersection, stop before entering the intersection if you can do so safely without causing a rear-end collision. If you are already in the intersection when the signal turns yellow, keep going. It's not safe to accelerate to get through an intersection before the signal turns from yellow to red. Other traffic may not see you in time to avoid a collision.
However,
but what about flashing signal lights? A flashing yellow light means that you need to slow down and proceed through the intersection with caution. Keep in mind that cross traffic may not stop even though they are supposed to. Regard a flashing red light as a stop sign. Stop at the intersection and wait until there is an adequate break in traffic before entering the intersection. If the light is flashing red on all sides, treat it as an all-way stop sign. If two or more drivers arrive simultaneously at an all-way stop sign, the driver to your right has the right of way. If possible, maintain eye contact with the other driver, particularly when proceeding through the intersection. If the intersection has no signs or the traffic control signal is not working, treat it as an all-way stop. Some traffic signals tell you when you may proceed in a specific direction. For example, if there is a red arrow or red light on the signal controlling your lane, you must stop even though traffic traveling in the same direction in the next lane has a green signal. A green arrow on the signal shows when opposing traffic is not allowed to cross your path.
Especially if some people will go through their intersections. If they go off, if the arrow goes off and no red light or red arrow appears, you may still turn left, but you must yield to opposing traffic to do so. Look for a safe opening to make your turn, to go to the intersection.
Look for a safe opening to make your turn. Be sure that the light is still green when you move into the intersection, but if the light turns yellow while you're in the intersection, you're allowed to finish making your turn. Finally, if a police officer or crossing guard is present, their directions overrule the traffic signal. These general guidelines about traffic signals are always subject to local laws.
Check the local ordinances for any variations in traffic laws. Be sure to stay alert for signal lights. They can make the difference between being involved in a crash and avoiding one.
Everyone knows what this means. Go. This light lets us turn in any direction we want. However, if we want to turn left, we'll have to yield to any oncoming traffic. This says that we can turn left without worrying about oncoming cars. And this means stop, and stay stopped until it says go.
This sign says stop here on red.
At most intersections, it is okay to make a right turn after making a complete stop and making sure that no one is coming. Except where there is a sign prohibiting it. What about this? No, it doesn't mean speed up and try to get through before it turns red. In some places, we can be ticketed for being in the intersection when the light turns red. Yellow means caution.
Yes,
Or
that's right.
stop unless we are too close to the intersection to stop and can easily make it through on the yellow. This means that we can turn in the direction of the arrow with caution. It usually appears just as a green arrow is ending, and we need to give way to any oncoming cars. This means that we can go through the intersection, but we need to look out for cars on the cross street, who usually have this.